here at the Solano College TV studio. I'm your host Maxine, and joining me here is DeRay, Sam, and Lisette. And today we're going to be talking about what we learned in our group communication class. Our first segment will be our first impressions, our second segment will be our group dynamic, and our last and final segment will be our takeaways and real-world applications. So first, let's talk about our first impressions. First, we'll start what we thought when we added this class on to our schedule, like what we thought it was going to be like.
Well, I was kind of terrified because I didn't know what I was doing when I signed up for this class.
Yeah.
I was told that people usually take public speaking before taking group communications, but I thought it was easier to do group because I don't really like the idea of talking on stage alone. That's just a lot of pressure on me on the first day of college, so I was kind of glad I chose group communications first.
Yeah, I also did the same. I haven't taken public speaking. I just added this because I knew I had to take this class. But I thought it was gonna be more of like doing group projects other than doing group podcasts. But I feel like the podcast was way better because it's actually communicating with each other instead of doing group projects and like splitting up and doing like our own thing. If that makes sense.
Yeah. I have taken a public speaking intro, so taking this class kind of was easier for me because I had already been presenting in front of a class, and I felt like this was less pressure because I felt like, okay, it's not just me by myself, it's as a group, so we're like all in it together.
Doing it.
But picking this class, I liked the time frame for it, like a late time in the evening, because I do work, so the time just worked out for me. And one day out of the week, it was just like perfect.
No, yeah, same for me. When I saw it like on there, it said like just Mondays. I was like, I'm adding it. Yeah. What did you think?
Well, I also have taken intro to public speaking, so I knew that the class was going to be structured a little bit different because it was group communication, but I wasn't really scared about presenting or anything like that, really. I just knew coming into the class that it was probably going to be teaching us about how to work effectively in a group, knowing how to take everybody's ideas into account, making sure that the work distribution was equal amongst everybody, and then just learning how to take everybody's ideas into account.
Yeah. I thought it was gonna be like how in high school when you work with a group and then you guys just split up the work.
Yeah.
And then it like gets done like that. I thought it was gonna be like that, but obviously it wasn't. But yeah, that's how I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah, and those I was usually the quiet one in a group, and I do only my own work, so that was what I was kind of expecting here too. But the timing, like for you, it's easier. But for me, I did not really like it, because at the time I wasn't working and I didn't know. I was on my own and I didn't have much friends, so I was just bored. But now it's gotten easier and more fun to deal with now that I have friends to spend time to pass the time.
Yeah. What did you guys think about like the classroom? Like when you first walked in, did you guys like expect it to be like in a studio?
No, I was like lost the first day because I was like, wait,
because it's
in
like
the
in the library. Yeah.
I was like, wait, in the library, and then I remember asking someone, I was like, is this group communications? And then they're like, yeah. And so I just followed them inside. I followed them in. I was like, oh, okay, makes sense.
No,
For
yeah.
me, I just saw the number room and was able to find it easily because it was near the entrance. But when I first stepped in, I was confused, and I remember I was like looking around, wondering where am I? Because I did not imagine a studio would be in the library.
Yeah.
So it was honestly, it really did catch me off guard.
No, yeah. I was like familiar like with this classroom because I've taken one of his other classes. So when I took group communication, I thought it was gonna be like in the classroom. I didn't think it was gonna be in here, but then I saw the room number. I was like, oh, it's in the same as the other class. But it's cool. Like, it's fun.
Yeah, I actually like the design anywhere here.
And
So
like
it's
even
really
like the whole class meets here.
Yeah.
It's fun. What do you guys think of like the workload? Like, what do you guys think it was gonna be like? Like if we were gonna have heavy workload or not?
Well, based on social media, I really thought college was hard and difficult because I would see they was describe being up all night working on assignments, half dead, and when I went, I was honestly expecting to be depressed. When I started working, I'm like, wow, this is not that hard. So I was kind of happy, cause all that pressure, because they really just make it seem college is really that difficult. But it would make sense if those were just for like those 4-year schools, unlike the college, community college.
Yeah, I thought like for this class I thought it was gonna be a little on like the heavier side just because I expected it like it was gonna be like divided. So I'm like, oh, I'm gonna have to do this work, and then they're gonna have to do that work, that work, that work. So that's what I thought, but it was actually pretty structured, like well. Like I like how we would meet together and we would talk about our like segments and all that, and then we would have to go do our own assignment, which I like because we talked about it and we got ideas.
Yeah.
So it was like easier to make the segments. So I think the workload was pretty nice.
I agree with you. I liked how we would still like work as a team, but we still had to turn in our individual assignments, which was nice because we didn't really like depend on each other that much. It was mostly like on you. But when we did come together to like talk about the podcast and stuff, I felt like we did our parts with contributing. But I really liked the workload. It wasn't heavy. It was just the perfect amount. And then, yeah, I feel like we all have good grades.
Yeah.
I mean, I was really happy that we didn't really have to depend on each other because, you know, in high school, when you do the groups, there's always one person that ends up doing
Like
most of
all
the
the
work,
work,
and
yeah.
it's all everyone gets the same grade. So I was kind of glad that you guys didn't affect my grade that much, but the ones like for these podcasts, these were kind of fun to do, and it was really natural. So I didn't feel like stiff or like calculating that much of what to say. So I was kind of happy about that. And you guys were great too. Like you guys didn't make this hard.
Yeah, I also like how like our segments were graded from like our work, and it wasn't like an overall thing. So like your assignment will depend like on how you do
Yeah.
it instead of like all of us getting the same. If that makes sense. Like the
Because it was
same
our
grade.
own research.
Yeah.
Yeah, it made it easier.
Yeah.
Well, I thought the workload was honestly really good. I liked how it was consistent. Like every 2 weeks, we had an outline due, and then we had our podcast like before meetup that we would do every 2 hours before our podcast when we came together with our ideas, and then we did the filming, and then we did the feedback with the other groups. So we were able to get like criticism and good like responses or like feedback from them as well. And then I think that took into account what we would fix on the next podcast, which I really liked. I felt like it being a consistent schedule helped me, or like consistent workload helped me stay focused and organized,
Yeah.
and that helped me with like my real personal life with like work and personal things going on.
Yeah.
So it was a really great work structure and workload.
Yeah, I think the feedback that we got from other groups definitely helped us because we would go over it with each other and be like, oh, we need to fix like our vocal variety, or we need to fix like the awkward little pauses or using no filler words. That definitely helped because we would take that into consideration when we would meet up before doing a podcast. So we would look at it and we'd be like, oh, we need to fix this, so let's try not to do that.
Yeah.
And
So I think-
mostly the evaluations helped when the other
Oh yeah,
people
that's
helped.
yeah. I forgot what they were called. Feedback, same thing.
Same thing.
Yeah. Yeah, and it was like from like everyone, so we saw like different things that we needed to work
Yeah.
on. So yeah.
I will not lie, I was kind of lazy to read most of them. I was like, you know what, I'm not reading all this. Because I'll just rely on you guys until me, like, giving me criticism and feedback, because, like, y'all are here.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Yeah. So we're now gonna switch to our second segment, which is our group dynamic. So first, let's talk about how we became a group and what we thought about each other when we got together.
I felt like off the bat when we became a group, I don't know, we didn't really have to like get up and choose our group. Like, oh my gosh, who am I gonna work with? I feel like we
Yeah.
just like naturally got together, and I feel like off the bat we clicked instantly, and I felt like I was able to talk to you guys, and I felt like the chemistry was there. So for me, the way that we became a group was smooth.
Yeah, I agree. Because I wasn't in your guys' group like the first time you guys met up.
Yeah.
I was with like people I knew. But then the second time we met up with the group, I was like, I kind of want to like go with people I don't know just to like take that leap. And it was
Yeah.
actually like a good idea.
I'm gonna be
Yeah.
honest, y'all were not my first option. I was gonna be with.
She was like,
I was gonna be with another person because she was really chatty and really easy to talk to, and like she like not a bad chatty, but she like makes conversations so like so interesting.
Yeah.
Especially with her interests, and like I found myself engaging with her, but everyone already grouped up, and it was just
You were your last
like
option.
I guess. But hey, I actually liked ending up with you guys. I mean, I knew Lisette a little longer, like a week longer.
day?
It was a week because it was we would see each
Oh,
other.
yeah,
like,
we-
like
I
2
think we
days.
talked the first day of
Mhm.
class.
We did. I actually
Yeah.
we were close. We were like sitting closer to each other.
I think you said hi to me because we were like 2 seats away. You were like hi, and I was like hey.
Oh
You like complimented me on something.
Oh yeah, I said you were pretty.
You did?
Yeah.
Aw.
I was like I saw you and I thought you were pretty, so I was like hi, I think you're pretty. And
That's
for
so iconic.
pretty set, I was like we were also like sitting closer to each other, and I said hi and thought it would be the end of it, but we kept talking.
Also, like when we were like in rows, I like
Mhm.
sat in the back, like all shy.
I think we sat in the
I
middle, no? We sat, or where did we sit?
Yeah, I think like the first day you sat next to me, no?
Yeah, I sat.
Yeah,
I think we
you
were
sat
sitting,
next
like,
to
You were near the end, like near the entrance.
Yeah. Because I
Yeah.
remember I didn't want to get, because like the rows were like very close to each other, and I didn't want to
Yeah.
get past like the entire row and saying
Yeah.
excuse me,
Oh,
because you would
you're
have
like
to like
walking by
yeah.
everyone.
I never sit in the middle row because I didn't want to seem like very introverted again in the back because I was trying to change myself and be like more sociable, and that ended up actually with me talking to more people, luckily, and I guess that kind of helped because it got me out of my bubble.
Yeah, I was just in the back. I was just like,
Yeah.
hey guys.
Luckily, I said something before I couldn't see you behind me.
I thought we were sitting next to each other.
You were sitting near behind me.
I think we were like diagonal from each other.
Yeah,
I don't know.
kind of.
Yeah, but I thought it was nice how we became a group and we instantly clicked, and I felt like it made things so easy.
Yeah, I feel like the first time we met, it was like insanely clicked. Like I feel like I
Yeah.
didn't have to like stop myself from like saying what I
Yeah.
wanted to say. Cause there's sometimes where I'm in a group and I'm just like completely like I don't say nothing.
Actually, I was quiet at first too, kind of. It was mostly you guys talking.
Oh yeah, cause then you're like, do you guys know each other?
And we're like,
And we're like,
Cause it really seemed like it, cause y'all really did click. Y'all started talking right off the bat.
Like I think it was like 2 weeks or 3 weeks when we were in a group. We found out that we were from like the same part in Mexico.
yeah,
And we
like,
were like
neighbors.
We were
Yeah.
literally like talking hyper like we knew each other forever. And then
Yeah.
you're like, do you guys know each other? We're
Weren't
like,
we talking about Stranger Things too?
oh yeah, we were
Yeah.
like, do you
Oh
guys
my
like
God.
it? Like,
I never
I
seen
felt
it.
like the chemistry was there, and I felt like we were able to just like talk about anything and everything. So I felt like it made the podcast and like the assignments so much easier.
it made it like
And-
flow.
Yeah, because we were able to like we got to know a little bit about each other, and then like what we liked, and then that just like kind of got involved with our topics of the podcast, which was very cool.
I feel like we're also like since we clicked, we were able to be more honest with each other
Yeah.
and like tell each other like, oh, I don't think that's a good idea. How about this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that definitely helped us like come up with topics and segments, etc.
Yeah, I would say I kind of grew a lot from you guys. I'm more sociable, I guess. And I have a lot of friends now. Surprisingly, I did not know I would end up getting a 7 people group chat. See, that's a lot of people, and I barely even speak in
I
there.
don't even have that.
But yeah, I did get more comfortable with you guys. Like, I'm not afraid to speak or share my thoughts, because I was really quiet in the beginning, and y'all surprisingly find me funny because I would randomly say something out of the blue and y'all laugh. And I'm like, wow, I guess I'm the funny person today.
I feel like our roles weren't assigned either. Like we naturally each took a role too. Like I felt like you were kind of the one who kept us organized, and like you would always get us the podcast, not the podcast, study room in the library
Oh yeah.
to practice. I feel like you took that lead, and then Maxine, I felt like you were the bravest one amongst us, just because you were the moderator, like throughout every podcast.
Yeah, you felt reliable. Man, it was like, you kind of feel like a safe adult I could be with.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Like, it was comfortable. Like, you kind of gave me motherly vibes for some
Oh, I love that. Wait, I love that.
reason.
Yeah, I feel like we each just naturally put in our inputs and like what we were able to offer, and I felt like it was smooth and effective because we each had something to do and something to talk about, and yeah, I felt like I sometimes took initiative in some things, but then you guys also did. So I feel like we all put our input evenly,
Yeah.
and I could say that we all did a good job.
Yeah, and like things we did to prepare, I feel like also got us closer because like you like would book us like the study room, which that was like the best thing to do, because we would all meet up like an hour, 2 hours before the podcast, and we would really like talk about what we're gonna do, how we're gonna structure it, and just like how it's gonna flow. Because the first time, our first podcast, we all were like, I think we should meet up because like there's no way we're just gonna dive
Yeah.
into this podcast. So yeah, when we like first met up, we had no idea what we were doing, and then we slowly started to.
We ended up
started to
practicing
fall.
a lot, honestly, because even before we start recording, we practiced again, and honestly, that actually helped because it made us get more into the flow easily, and it felt like it felt like an actual conversation than like more of a research kind of conversation. But I don't know if that made sense. But yeah, that's all I had.
No, yeah, because like our first podcast when we were like practicing, I feel like we were like everywhere, and then like we slowly started to be like, okay, we each had like our own input on everything.
Yeah, we helped each other when like ideas felt unorganized.
Yeah.
We would
Yeah.
catch each other on that.
Yeah, like when we would like practice like our time and stuff, we'd be like, wait, no, let's talk about this and not that.
Yeah.
Like we would give each other constructive criticism.
While also still like laughing and
Yeah.
having fun.
Yeah.
Time
It was actually
also
really
still.
fun to do
It
that.
was fun.
And we could be loud because we were like in a room. I don't know if people were able to hear us.
It was not
Because
soundproof.
we would like yell, laugh,
Yeah.
like it was funny.
I would always be scared of when we're like too loud because my fear is basically disturbing others with noise. But y'all didn't really care much about that, so I'm like, you know what? Might as well. If I don't get in trouble, at least, and that's something.
And I feel like our last podcast when we like got together in the study room, I feel like we were like okay, cause like all the times we've like practiced, so I feel like we were like, no, we're good, like we got this. So we went over a little bit, but like I feel like we knew what we were doing, cause like how many times we practiced together and like how comfortable we were. So we were like, it's gonna flow because we're so comfortable with each other. So
I felt like we were able to read each other because of the time that we spent together and
Yeah.
like got to learn how each of us works. So I feel like we were able to read each other, and the conversation flowed nicely. So we were able to like just pick up from like where someone left off. So I feel like our podcasts were effortless and natural.
Yeah, because we didn't talk about everything like school related. I remember we would come in like every week and kind of update each other on what was going on in our personal lives
Yeah.
every week. I thought that was really nice too, because you do need to get to know your teammates very well if you want things to feel natural.
Yeah.
You can't force that, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sometimes like we would add like a personal matter that we had in, and we're like, all kind of like supportive and like adding advice sometimes.
We would even talk about like our futures, like, oh, what do you
Yeah.
plan on doing after
Yeah.
this, which was nice.
I was mostly curious because I kind of forget what you would say you wanted to be. I said when I first heard nurse, I was like, I thought, do you want to be a nurse? Like, I would
Still
forget.
doesn't know.
I always
No.
forget what career y'all chose for for yourselves.
Yeah.
Because right now, I think, do you guys even know I work now?
Yeah.
Yes, you told us.
We
We're active listeners.
No, we were talking about that. We were like, I wonder how she's doing at her first job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were
Well,
literally talking about that.
I'm slaving away for 5 hours, I guess, but it's been good, and I actually like working now.
That's nice.
And then I feel it's more rewarding to earn money for yourself. So that's actually something good I could say about working. I thought it would be more exhausting, miserable, like adults say it would be.
We even had a little team bonding before a podcast. We got Taco Bell.
Like
Yeah.
watching a movie. While
Yeah,
we
we were watching a movie while we got Taco Bell because the other groups were taking a little while.
Yeah, we were getting
We
hangry.
were getting hangry, so we went to go get food, and that was a little
That
team
was
bonding.
fun.
Yeah.
I got nacho fries.
Yeah,
I
y'all
got
stole
two
most of
tacos.
mine.
But after talking about our group dynamic, our third segment is going to be our takeaways. Do you guys have any takeaways that you want to take into the future or put in the real world applications?
I felt like I took a lot from this class because the group part really helped me work as a team and like how for me to be a team player. I felt like I learned a lot of skills that I could use in the real world, where it's like working as a team, active listening, how to be open-minded, of course, take everyone's opinions and especially everyone's feedback, because I felt like no matter where you are, where you work, or what you're doing, there's always going to be someone criticizing you or like giving you some type of feedback, which is a good skill to have, how to take it in, you know, don't take it the wrong way, if not, learn from it, and it's going to help you in the long run.
I feel like being open-minded was definitely a huge thing that I'm going to take away, because like at first, like before joining this class, like when people would tell me like, oh, my idea is not good, I'd be like, well, okay. But like after this class, like I feel like when you guys would be like, no, not this idea, but let's do this idea, I'd be like, wait, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I'm definitely more open-minded, and it's definitely easier for me to take like criticism and like feedback, which is very helpful. Like when I would read the evaluations, it was very helpful for me to read like what our group was doing bad for us to get better in the long run. I also feel like active listening I'm taking away, because I feel like I can like actually listen
Yeah.
and actually respond with something that you guys like had said, instead of just like overthinking what I'm gonna say while you guys are talking and not fully understanding or reacting to it correctly.
Like calculating
Yeah.
everything.
I feel like those two are like the big two things I'm gonna take away, definitely.
I agree with like both of y'all's opinions. I think I would mostly learn two things. Not every conversation has to be professional, especially in the kinds of setting that we are at, either work or like school, like even college. I thought it would be more of a professional setting. Like we would be like, basically we're more emotionless, I guess. There's like no emotion, empathy, or like feelings, I guess.
Like, don't take it the wrong way.
Yeah, not taking it the wrong way, but being professional conversations at work is also what I learned that is not really required. Because when I first started working and got to know people at my job, they all actually felt like family, and because they were easy to talk to, and they were always not really they weren't like nagging or scolding you when you do something wrong. They like just remind you what you gotta do, and just they're giving you patience. And another thing I learned was being honest and talking to others. Like you don't have to be scared of sharing your thoughts or want to say something that you want to put out there without being judged or anything. And basically, I guess that's what helped me learn to be more sociable. Cause you guys know, I never really talked a lot before, and I got comfortable being myself with others, even strangers now, and I guess I just grew a lot thanks to you guys.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Oh.
Do you have any takeaways?
Well, I learned how to stay like present in conversations because I feel like a lot of the times I would get like lost throughout conversations, and it was different because this time I didn't have to just stay present in a one-on-one like interpersonal conversation. I would have to focus on like more than one person, which I think is really good because in the real world a lot of careers require like group collaboration and teamwork and stuff like that. So I think that was something that I'm gonna apply in like my future career. And I think also like just knowing how to give response, nods and gestures that show that I'm actually like engaged in the conversation are things that I'm gonna apply in the future. And just things like making people feel heard and respected because I think a lot of the time sometimes people may feel like you're not really respecting what they're saying and stuff like that. So there was a lot of ways that I felt you guys taught me how to do that, you know?
Yeah.
And then just making sure that we all felt included and stuff like that. I didn't want to make anybody feel like they weren't doing a role in our group. I feel like we all kind of made each other feel like included and making sure that we all felt like really important in the group. So I think that will help with group dynamics in the future and make you more likable in wherever you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That balance not only your own work, but also making sure that everybody else is on track too. Because I feel like a lot, in, like my high school projects that were group wise or whatever, I would just care about getting my work done. If that makes sense, I wouldn't care about anybody else's. I'd just be like, you know what, if they don't get it done, they don't get it done, and that's their grade. But I felt like I cared to make sure that all of us were on a good page and that everything was going well and smooth.
Yeah. I also learned not to like I don't know how to explain it, like not to get hurt, that it's not just like that. No, that sounds wrong. I was gonna say something like if me wanting to be like, it's my idea, like it's just gonna be my idea. Like, does that make sense?
Narrow-minded.
Like, I think
Kind
because
of.
that's how I am with my siblings. I'm like if we want to go somewhere to eat and I say some place, I'm like, no, we're going there. Like, we're going there. Like, I don't care about your idea. Like,
Yeah.
we're going there. I feel like I learned to be. I guess it's just
Like
a
we
big
do
open
things
minded.
my way. Like we do things my way, kind of thing.
Yeah.
That's like narrow-minded because you're not thinking about others, what others wants
Yeah.
or needs or what they think or
I
how
feel like
they feel.
I was. I
Yeah.
don't know if. I feel like I just wasn't like this at all.
Yeah.
I was just like, yeah, let's do it. Okay, yeah. Instead of
Yeah.
being like, no, we're gonna do this and this and that.
Yeah, you were that demanding. I did not see you like that.
I think that's just how I am with my siblings, because
Yeah.
we're like.
I feel like because we're comfortable and we know that you'll get your way with them. But like here, it's like you're working as a group, and
Yeah.
I feel like to resolve conflict and stuff, we do have to like be more open-minded and have other
Considerate.
people, considerate and have other people share their ideas. And I feel like in a workplace, I feel like we are gonna have a lot of opinions and people putting in their ideas that maybe we don't agree with, but we have to agree with because that's just how it's gonna make something work. So I feel like this course and this group really did help me with that too.
Yeah.
So I appreciate you guys.
Yeah, because you do see a lot of conflict online when like politics and stuff like that, where people
Yeah.
are just like, my idea is the right one and this and
Yeah.
that. When it comes to like things that require or that have a lot of people's overall opinions on
Yeah.
things, I feel like that's
Yeah.
the main big cause of conflict is not being open-minded and considerate of other people because everybody comes from different backgrounds.
And meanwhile, they have debates. Some people still don't agree with the others and always wanted things to have their own way, like how they want the laws, how they want people to be, kind of thing.
I just feel like not to be hard-headed and be put
Yeah,
your
that's
put,
the word I was looking for.
hard-headed.
Hard-headed. I was like, how do I put this into words?
like put yourself in other people's shoes too. Like, okay, maybe they were raised, like for example, they
Raised
were
up,
raised
yeah.
a different way, so they have other ways that they do things, and whereas like I do things differently. But when we come together, we're one. So we have to
We're
work
the
together
Talk
as
About
a
It
team.
group.
Hello. We're gonna talk about it and get over it.
Well, this was a fun class. Like, I wish my other classes were like this. This is a fun group and like lifelong friendships and all that.
Yeah.
So, I definitely look forward to spending more days with you guys. But yeah, this was the last episode of the Talk About It podcast here at the Solano College studio. I'm your host, Maxine. This is DeRay, Sam, and Lisette. And yeah, this is the things we learned in group communication. Bye, guys. Bye.
Boom.
That was